Hey guys, Rachel here from Day to Day Joys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed my last video when I shared a homeschool convention vlog just about, walking you through what I was doing. And I thought I would give you some of my thoughts and some of my notes here on some of the things that I learned. I'll just give you maybe 3 of them. And excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold. If I sound like I'm blowing or plugging my nose, I'm really not.
Dirty dishes, peaceful wishes, blissful messes tangled up in joy.
There were several things that I took notes on. 3 things that I thought would be good enough to share were, first, Christy from Raising Clovers. She did a session on homeschooling bigs when you have littles, and she gave lots and lots of information. She gave 10 tips on what to do, and she said bins and busy bags and type things like that are good for toddler ages, so that they are actually, feel like they're involved in your homeschool. So I'm going to definitely work on doing that. And then the 3 main things that I got from her is that it's a juggling act. It's hard, and you just have to figure out how to juggle it, just like I am right now, because you might even hear my littles in the background right now because it's time for dinner, and I'm making dinner and they're playing. Find curriculum that includes various ages so that you can all work together, and then curriculum that encourages independence, which is something that I'm really looking for, and we're actually doing right now with, if you saw my homeschool update video. So that was from Christy. The next thing is from Kim from Not Consumed. You definitely have to check out our website. I'll leave all the people that I speak about websites below so you can check them out. And she, gave lots of different tips. One of the main things I liked was the chunks. Instead of scheduling out every 15 minutes or something like that, and if you get behind on 15 minutes, then it throws your whole rest of your day off, is scheduled chunks. Morning chunk, school chunk, lunch chunk, afternoon chunk, and dinner chunk, and whatever you want really. But I liked that because you can just move your chunks around if you need to. And I think I had a theme here as far as teaching independence. For one of her things was train them to be independent learners, and that we're the managers and we're overseeing what they're doing. But for me, it's too hard to be right there with them every step of the way, doing everything with them. So I liked that. And the last thing was from, it was not necessarily about a parenting workshop, but that's what it ended up being for me. And it was from Israel Wayne, and I really liked something that he said. He said, if it's important enough to say it, then it's important enough to enforce it. And, I do too much reminding or yelling, and this was what he said about that. If you yell or repeat, you don't value your words, so how can you expect your children to value your words? And I thought that was awesome. Let me go see what they're doing over there. And so those are some of my thoughts, things that I learned. It was a great experience. If you're looking for a homeschool convention, I would definitely recommend Teach Them Diligently. There was all kinds of vendors, and I am going to show you some of the things that we purchased. I actually only purchased 2 of the items, and my husband and kids purchased most of the rest, but they are for our family and for our homeschool, and we are looking forward to using them. So let's get started on that. Okay, some of the first few things I'm going to show you are free that we got at the convention. Of course, we got a bag full of all different kinds of things in it from Teach Them Diligently. World Kids gave out a magazine, and I thought this was really neat. You can get a subscription if you want, and it's just, about things going on in the world in a Christian worldview. Who's a fan of Fly Lady? She was actually there, but I didn't get to attend any of her workshops. I did last year, though. But she gave out these calendars. And then We Love Adventures in Odyssey. My son really loves it, so they gave out this little thing. They were one of the sponsors of the kids area. And then if you purchased their app that they have, we already have had it for a long time, or if you were already members, they gave you a little backpack, and they gave you 3 of the Adventures in Odyssey books. And my son really likes these, my daughter likes these, and they're chapter books with a few pictures in them. Okay, I think that we've got some of the kids situated. At one of the vendors, they sold books, you know, for really cheap, and so we got the 10 Odyssey books that we were missing. All of these for $30. I thought that was a pretty good deal, so we can add these to our home library. From Master Books, we've got this big book of history, and how it works is that you can open it up as a timeline, or just kind of do it as a book, and I really liked that. At one of them, I can't remember what it's called, Nature's Way, I don't know, but they had these kind of like a placemat. We'll use them as placemats. So my daughter got that one, my son picked this one out, and then we got these 2 for the little kids. My husband and I have already done Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace, but they also have a kids program, and so we are going to start doing this with our kids. I don't know if we're going to go ahead and start now or wait till next school year. And so we got this to work on managing money with them so they can learn. My husband picked up this book, and it's really neat. And actually my son read one of the stories in here yesterday, and then he was telling me about the story, and it happened to be one of my favorite movies, The Count of Monte Cristo, and that's in here. And I was like, and then I was comparing the movie that I saw to the story that was in here, and so that was really neat. The thing that I purchased was this full-time parenting book from Israel Wayne, the guy that I was telling you about when I was telling you about my thoughts and things I learned. This was a book from him. I'm looking forward to reading that and learning how to equip myself and my husband to be a better parent. The last thing is really big, so I'm going to have to turn my camera around, so just a second. Here is a quick glimpse of everything, and there's my hamburgers over there. I need to flip them over. So the last thing is this chronological chart or map of history, and I believe this is from Master Books too, but I couldn't remember. This is very big, and it reaches across, it could reach across this whole room. I'll show you real quick. This is our kitchen. It's pretty big, and so it goes from the beginning of time, and I'm not quite sure how far, but we just thought it was super neat. Lay it on the ground, and the kids can just learn and soak up all this information, and we can too. And my husband and kids are really into history right now, so this is a great find, something that we can just have family time and do together. So that is the last thing that we purchased. Well, those are all of the things that we purchased. That was our haul at the convention, and those were my thoughts that I shared with you at the beginning. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know in the comments below if you have any of these things that I got at the convention. Whoop! And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Say bye-bye. Bye.